So Stephen Miller made a trans joke about a Democratic Senate candidate in Texas, and the Democratic Party's official account fired back in a way nobody expected this. First of all, take a look at this important video, guys.
Yesterday, we talked about how the official Democratic Party X account responded to Stephen Miller, the White House's Voldemort, who said that Tallarico is the first trans candidate. And he's been making that joke that Tallarico, I guess, seems too feminine for him. So he imagines Tallarico transitioning to a woman. And that was the joke. So in response, the Democratic Party X account said that you shut up, you ugly F word. And that led to Stephen Miller was standing there like, what? Did you call me ugly? And then his wife was like, back off, honey, I got this. And then outed who the person is that runs the account. This is her specific name. And you are probably a lonely cat lady who no one likes. And you have a mental health disorder probably because you're a white woman who's liberal. To which a non-white woman came forward and said, hello, this is me. And she's like, oh, well, then you're still a liberal woman then. And you don't even have a husband. To which a very gorgeous liberal patriot said, I just got engaged and here's me in my wedding dress. And Katie Miller was like, well, probably your liberal friends are lonely and depressed. So we will look at the response from the Democratic Party account runner in a second. But first, let's check in on the husband who Katie Miller said, how dare you call him ugly? You're ugly. You're lonely. And then she said that it was violent rhetoric to call him ugly. Now,
what kind of fight it is, I don't understand.
The response, I think Paulina, was that her name? That she said, the person who tweeted that at him, really described him as ugly on the inside. Fine. Yeah. I mean, let's just keep it there. Ugly on the inside. For sure. But you might notice that Katie Miller, Stephen Miller's wife, said a lot of things that was violent rhetoric to call him ugly. She never said he wasn't ugly. She never disputed that descriptor, though. So let's check in on what he's been up to since that debacle.
When Tallarico goes in for a blood test, when he gets a physical, blood doesn't come out. Instead, soy milk comes out. This man has less testosterone than Jasmine Crockett. It is a mind-boggling choice. They would choose a person to run for that office who looks like he doesn't belong in the Senate but in a cabaret show. Look, at the end of the day, I have a hard time believing that the people of Texas, some of the toughest, roughest, strongest men and women, the pioneer heritage, the frontier history, from the Mexican-American War through the Alamo and everything else.
Yeah, tell me one of the other everything else's. No, really. Because I go places and they say, wow, Texas has such a rich history. The Alamo. And I go, totally. Remember the Alamo, Davy Crockett. We love it. Give me one other thing you know about Texas's history. Because I took Texas history as someone who grew up in Texas every grade until I was a senior in high school. Not really. But they were like, U.S. history? Nah, more Texas history. I went to the Alamo at least 4 times on school trips. So I'd like to hear you tell me one other thing other than the Alamo.
History.
And there is a lot of history. I'm not saying there's not, but I'm saying he doesn't know it.
From the Mexican-American War through the Alamo and everything else.
Quickest pause to request that you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's completely free and it's the simplest way to support the work that we do right below the video.
Really
click that subscribe button, and then also whatever you're thinking or some random statement, drop it in the comments. That helps algorithmically, and click the like button. Back to the video.
Are going to choose somebody with that much soy to be a U.S. senator compared to a real conservative, patriotic, God-fearing, and truly beloved statewide figure in Ken Paxton.
They should have nominated Crockett. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I mean, they should have nominated Crockett.
So you're saying that Paxton, I guess he was describing Paxton, is the patriot. Is the God-fearing candidate. Was he God-fearing when he was cheating on his wife with a mother of 7? Was he God-fearing whenever he was committing illegal fraud? Was he God-fearing when he decided to look so weird? I'm kidding. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't say stuff like that.
All right, well, it was a historical defeat militarily, and could we see another historical defeat in Texas? Because the Democrats have nominated James Tallarico, who to me just screams Texas.
He does. He's like the son of a pastor. He himself went to seminary in school or whatever it's called. He is a Christian guy. He has a nice deep voice, if that matters to you, if we're doing those dumb observations. You just think he looks too youthful. That's all they're saying. He's way more well-spoken than any of you fools. And he has an actual policy agenda. And he's criticizing Paxton on policy, not looks or testosterone.
Well, first of all, I think it is very bold. One could even say brave, courageous, that the Democratic Party would choose Texas, of all places, to nominate their first transgender Senate candidate, who's clearly transitioning into a female.
Yeah, you said that joke already, and it wasn't really funny, and you got bodied by some random, not random, but like just a Democratic Party staff
There's
member.
something
You got
fucked up about that motherfucker.
bodied by her. Maybe you don't keep rehashing that same joke when you kind of lost on that front. But then, I mean, one of the things you have to think about when you go, I get uncomfortable. I know Kayla doesn't. She's like, yes, call him an ugly F, call him more. She's much more brave on that than I am. But that's one of the conversations we had to have whenever we coordinate on like, oh, post this. I'm like, just, you got to turn it down a little bit more, Kayla. One of the things that I told you yesterday is I get a little uncomfortable with like our political discourse, you know, is turning into, oh, you're ugly, huh? But I understand that Democrats are now fighting fire with fire, and that's kind of fun to see.
I think it's not about who called who ugly. It's about a shift in how Democrats are choosing to engage. For years, the criticism from the left on base was stop being polite while the other side plays dirty. What you are seeing here is the DNC officially deciding to fight differently, and it was a different fight, different kind of fight. Now you can debate whether that's smart strategy or a race to the bottom. Both arguments are legitimate, but the hypocrisy angle is hard to dismiss. And what do you want to say? What are your random thoughts about this video? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Please click on the subscribe button. It's really very important. If you came for the first time to this video to my channel, I request you to click on the red subscribe button. It actually helps me a lot when you click on the subscribe button. Be an initial subscriber of my channel. And if you really want to support this channel, click on the join button. You can see the join button right near the subscribe button. Click on that and be a member of my channel. I'll bring more important videos for you. Till then, please take care of yourself.